In today's video, I'm going to go over exactly how to do SEO for your website. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Michael Tiernich. I own a marketing agency along with some other businesses like an accounting firm, which I'm going to talk about in this video. I also have a free weekly newsletter where I give away one actionable marketing strategy that I'm utilizing in my businesses, and my clients' businesses. And if you'd like to sign up for that, it's completely free to learn those strategies. Click the link in the description below. Like I said, in this video, I'm going to go over how to do SEO for your website. I think a lot of people make this way more confusing than it needs to be. And it's pretty straightforward, honestly. For that accounting firm that I mentioned, I actually got a brand new domain, which is harder to rank. And I got it to rank within a few months in the very first spot for the keyword that I was trying to go for. So that was accountant in and then my city name. I was able to rank that within a few months of doing some SEO tactics I'm going to go over here in this video. So if you have a local business, it's a lot easier to rank those websites than it is for a business that's more nationwide, so like an e-commerce type brand. Either way though, this strategy is going to work for you. First thing that you want to do is get a platform like SEMrush. So SEMrush. You are really going to utilize this to just look at your backlinks and your backlink score. And I'll go over that in a second. Backlinks and score. And this is how to do SEO. Okay. After getting SEMrush, obviously there's a bunch of tutorials on YouTube of how to utilize SEMrush, but really, like I said, you're just going to be focusing on the backlinks and your backlink score. Essentially, you want to be getting higher backlink scores than every other website that you have that you're trying to rank against. Once you have SEMrush, this is where you can start getting into the tactics of getting your website ranked. Now, I'll also mention this. If you don't know what SEO is search engine optimization. And basically, things like Google, Bing are search engines, and you're trying to rank your website higher for specific keywords. So accountant near city, plumber in city name. Specific keywords are what people type into Google or Bing to look for a product or service. And that's what we're trying to strategically place our websites in an area so that when people find them when they're looking for them. You have SEMrush, great. Next thing you want to do is understand this principle with websites. Basically, here's your website here. This is your website, your site. And let's say you're trying to rank for a specific keyword. I'm going to go accountant in, and then I'm just going to pick a random place like Grand Rapids. Okay, so this is what someone types in when they are looking for an accountant in Grand Rapids, right? And you want your site to show up first for that. Before I go into what exactly you need to do on your website to start to rank for these keywords here, so accountant in Grand Rapids and similar keywords, we need to understand the principle of backlinks. So your website has other websites that are linking to it. So here's a website here, here's a website here, here's a website here, here's a website here. And each one of them are sending backlinks to your website. Now, a backlink is something where it's like, hey, click here to see an accountant in Grand Rapids, or these are the best accountants in Grand Rapids. You want to, if possible, get keywords that you're trying to rank for linking back to your website. So if you're trying to get accountant in Grand Rapids is the main keyword you're trying to rank for, this person over here, when they link out to your site, it should say accountants in Grand Rapids. If it doesn't, and it's just your business name, that's fine, but it's a little stronger with that. How do you get backlinks? So how to get backlinks. Now, before I dive into that really fast, going back to this, websites rank really at the end of the day based off of how many great backlinks they have and the information that's on the website specifically. So those are the two things we're going to focus on is backlinks and getting really good backlinks. And then the second thing is setting up your website properly so it ranks for the specific keywords. How to get backlinks. All right. First one is, I always like doing this one, is getting some sponsorship deals. So sponsorships. So you're sponsoring events in your area. So like events in the area. That's a great way of doing it. Another way is writing blog posts for people. Another way is you could do You could teach a class at a local school or something and get a link out to your website. You could also work specifically with other businesses in the area to be like, hey, you're a landscaper, I'm an accountant. We want to put you on our website and then you put us on your website. This is something where it's more of like hey, these are people we work with. So people we work with, you'll have to reach out to people to be able to get that one. The next one is directories. Now, I will say this. If you are an accountant in Grand Rapids and you're trying to rank your website for accounting work, it's best to get websites that are either local in your area or specifically about accounting. If you get just a random website to link to you, which is fine, it's just not going to carry as much weight for Google as if you got a website that's about accounting, or so like an accounting directory or a business that's local to the area. As a quick little side note too, websites that end in edu or .gov carry more weight than websites that just have .com, .org, or .net. And then all those other websites that are like .to, .me, they don't carry as much weight at all as .com, .org, .net. So this is kind of the hierarchy with it. And that's why I suggest if you are teaching a class or something, then you can get a link from an edu website, which will really help your backlinks. The other thing with backlinks, is there's websites that you can get backlinks from, but they're no follow or they don't carry as much weight. So I'll give you a couple of those. There's the no follow ones, right? So no follow. And this basically, when they put the link on their website, they're telling Google, don't take the backlink power over to this website. So essentially, it's not really worth to get no follow links. I mean, it's fine. You should get it, but it's not as powerful as getting a backlink that you absolutely need. Okay, so there's no follow. There's things like Yelp or posting on social media, that backlink weight is not as strong as these. And some of them, like I said, don't carry any at all. Now, you do want to still post on social. You still want to make sure you have stuff on Yelp and like all that kind of stuff. But the big thing with it is Google just looks at it as like social proof, not so much as like backlinks that are coming to your website. Websites that have no follow, and you can see this with SEMrush, right? Or posting on Yelp, on social media, all that kind of stuff doesn't really get you strong backlinks. So going back to the backlink section up here too, directories is another one. The other one that you can do is you can go and buy backlinks. So buy backlinks. A way that you can get that done is basically find a guy on Fiverr or an agency that has backlink library, so websites that they've built out that are specific about your business. This can get really, really tricky though, because a lot of times they'll end up just sending you like crappy backlinks or spammy backlinks, and that'll end up hurting your ranking. So do everything in your power to try to get sponsorships, blog posts, teach a class, work with other people locally, get in the directories, all that kind of stuff before buying backlinks. A good example of a no follow one is something like, and we've had this happen recently, is sometimes like local newspapers will write an article about you, newspapers, and sometimes they won't actually send the link back to you. It'll go to your website, but it'll say it's a no follow. So you just kind of have to watch out for that. The last favorite way that I find backlinks for my clients is I will look at the competitors of my clients. So for example, accountant in Grand Rapids, right? If my business is an accountant in Grand Rapids and I'm trying to rank for that, I'm going to go find every other accountant that's ranking for Grand Rapids. I'm going to put them into SEMrush and I'm going to look at their backlinks. I'm going to see which backlinks are the best, which I'll go over in a second, and get links from those websites as well. That way, I'm not only getting new backlinks, but I'm also getting the similar backlinks to what my competitors are having. Again, it's all about getting better backlinks and having the right information on your website. to kind of give you an example of that. Let's say your competitor is ranking their website and they have a backlink strength of a 9. Your other competitor has a backlink strength of 11. Your other competitor has a backlink strength of 8, and then you have a 3, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to put them in hierarchy. There's other factors that go into it. So like this 11 might be in second or third place. And that doesn't mean if you can get your 3 up to a 7 that you can't get into the first spot, but it helps a lot. So the way that you do this is, let's say your website is a 3 ranking right now, but you got a new backlink from someone and their backlink strength was a 9. And then this guy's backlink strength was a 10. And then this guy's was a 15, and this was a 16. So then it kind of all averages out to, let's say, 12. And that ends up bumping yours from a 3 to a 7. There's like formulas that go into it and everything. I'm just giving you a very rough overview of how these backlinks work. But the point is that you want to go into SEMrush, see what your backlink score is, and see what your competitor backlink score is. So if you're doing like an audit on your website, on your SEO, so let's do this even better, okay? Audit, SEO. First step you're gonna take is you're gonna look at your backlinks, your backlink score. Then you're gonna look at competitor backlink scores, competitor backlink scores. You're gonna recognize, okay, they're higher than mine, so I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to beat them. Then you need to figure out how to get backlinks, which that is going through any of these options here, and also looking over your competitors' backlinks and trying to get those competitor backlinks. Okay, and that's really what it is when it comes to getting backlinks and setting those links up for your website. Now you understand the backlink portion of this. This is where it gets important to get the copy and information on your website proper. So for example, let's say I am trying to get my homepage of my website. So here's my homepage. I'm trying to rank that for, again, accountant in Grand Rapids. Okay, here are a couple things I'm going to do. My H1 tag, which is your heading tag on your website. This is the top portion. This is the first text that's shown on your website. Needs to say something to the effect of accountant in Grand Rapids. So, say exactly what that says up there. I'm not going to write it all out. So, accountant in Grand Rapids. Then your H2 tag needs to have another variation of accountant in Grand Rapids. So, something like if you're looking for accountants that are the best in Grand Rapids, or if you live in Grand Rapids and you're looking for an accountant, something like that, where it's kind of shifting it all around. Then you have your paragraph tags, which is basically all the copy on your website. All of that should, and you can run this through ChatGPT and ask it to specifically say, hey, write me a paragraph or some copy for this accountant in Grand Rapids keyword that I'm trying to rank for, and then put that copy into the website. Put that throughout the whole homepage because that's the exact keyword you're trying to go for. The next one you want to do is images. So any images that you have on your website, especially on the page that you're trying to rank for, that keyword, you want to title those images Accountant in Grand Rapids. So before you upload them, rename the file Accountant in Grand Rapids or Grand Rapids Accountant, and then upload it to your website. So that's another big one. Outlinks. So outlinks. You want to have the links out to other pages on your website. You want basically Google to see a nice flow to the rest of your websites. So outlinks. The other thing too is you need to get your Google business profile on there. So Google business profile. If your Google business profile matches up with your website and it's shown on your website and you have Google reviews shown on your website, Google will match the two up and give you a higher ranking because of that. So get that also on your website. So now that you have backlinks now coming to your website and you have the keywords that you've put throughout your website, and I would highly recommend doing the keyword stuff first, so getting your website set up properly and then pushing all the backlinks to it. You then want to then go to a platform called Google Search Console. Okay, Google Search Console is basically your way of being able to communicate with Google and see what they're seeing when it comes to SEO on your website. And what you want to do here is set up your Google Search Console profile and then take your website and submit it to them to recrawl it. Recrawling basically means like, hey, I'm submitting this page to you, recrawl it so you get an update on the changes that I made to it. Reason you want to do this is that Google naturally does this over a certain amount of time. It automatically does it. But if you're able to force it, you get a better chance of ranking your website sooner than waiting for them to crawl it, like let's say at the end of the month or something like that. Highly recommend getting into Google Search Console after you've made all these changes on your website. That's basically it. I know it's a rough overview of everything, and it can get a little detailed when it comes to the SEO side of stuff. However, there are people that make it like way too complicated. And really all it is you have your website with the proper keywords put into place on there, and then you're just sending backlinks to it. And that's really it. You obviously want to write blog posts, you want to make updates, you want to do all that kind of stuff so it shows your site's alive, but that's essentially the baseline of SEO. And that's really all my agency did to rank my accounting firm's business in the first spot for accountant in my local town. And so I would highly recommend that you start building out the keywords you want to go for, building out the pages properly, and then getting backlinks to it. And then you should be able to rank your website pretty easily. Again, I have a free weekly newsletter called the Midweek Marketer. If you'd like to sign up for that, click the link in the description below. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. And if you want to see exactly how I tripled a business in 30 days, click here to watch that video.